We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Texas Rangers and the Chicago Cubs. It's Game 2 of the World Series. Next. Brad Keller will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Let's play ball. Ow.
Now at the plate, Jim Basic. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Cubs. No left fielder, Jim Basic.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Basic sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He can put a lot of balls in contact. He doesn't get himself into too many count leverage situations and tries to go deep too much. Just a guy who really puts bat to ball.
The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Daniel Robertson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Popped him up. Kiner Falefa waits on it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3.
Batting up, the pitcher.
First pitch of the at-bat. Low for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as the Rangers have moved out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Ian.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. McDermott will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Too high, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the 2-1. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Pedro Lima.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Margot. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic... Leading off the inning, Ryan Morris. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Hit on the ground out to short. Escobedo comes up with it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Stepping into the box, Mark Segunas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The 1-2. Misses down below the knees.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Kiner Falefa moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Brad Keller. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bo Jackson. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Leading off the inning, Jim Basic, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another foul ball. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Margot, and that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. Now in the box, Daniel Robertson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Now a swing and little pop up here right behind home plate. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder, Ian.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ian Happ is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. Stepping up now, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman.
Pitch on the way.
Albies.
Try to a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Looped out towards short. throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Lima, a California-born ball player. He's a second-year big leaguer. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little low. It's 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Margot's under it, and that ends the inning. So digging in now, Ryan Morris will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot is there. 2 gone. Will Myers will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here 3-0. Bo Jackson will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Lays off 1-0. Rangers pitcher at the plate with a ball and a strike. Johnson has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Ready once again, Jim Basic. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So striding in, Daniel Robertson. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number. Number 2. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Xander Bogaerts.
The pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here's another 0-2. Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will... And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
Ozzie Albies.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. Albies with a 1-1 count now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a ball below the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. This one's down to third. Well, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, when you're winning a game this late, the last thing you want to do is give the other team some hope, and that's what this error does. They have a base runner and a chance to make some noise now.
Runner at first following the error. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Pedro Lima. He's set. Here it comes. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Albies leads off first with 1 away. 1-1 the count now. Ground ball right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in now, Ryan Morris. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Fielder, number 3.
Now at the plate, Mark Segunas. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. The next 3-2. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Carlos.
Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity. Now at the plate, Bo Jackson. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Here comes the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the... Striding into the box, Jim Basic. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. No balls and 1 strike. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Hit to short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Striding in, Daniel Robertson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Robertson.
Cold strike, 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. To short. Escobedo is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. He's got it, and the Rangers will take a 2-0 lead back home for Game 3 as this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
A congratulatory phone call. Spring training is about knocking off the rust and getting ready to once again chase a title.